working on the system, recommend disconnecting the battery. Battery switch is located rear part of the combine. Kind of hard to see, but off. Just have to loosen the screw here in the cup holder, pop that up. There's a bolt right there. Just have to loosen that up. There's also one in the back. It's a little bit easier to access things. You can see where the 2 bolts are right here. There's one in the front, one down here in the back. See it right over here. And the next step will be mounting the controller right above the factory nav. This is the mounting kit for the Green Fit controller. My recommendation would be to mount the main harness to the controller so it routes through prior to mounting the controller. You should hear a click. Lock the controller in place. There's a connector X14. We want to make sure it's capped with this jumper cap. That allows the controller to power on whenever the key switch is on. The hardware is not yet fastened, but you have essentially bottom plate, controller 1, bushing, controller 2, washer, split washer, and then the bolt thread through all of it. Mount solid for both controllers. Next step is to mount our machine specific adapter. So there's our controller mounted. Down below the main harness is dropped through. We need to mate up our machine adapter and then go to this telemetry connector. Next we have our Green Star display harness. You see the connector for the Green Star display. Long harness lead and then 4 connectors. This connector labeled X32 typically is not used, but essentially the 3 main connectors we're looking for are X11A, X11B, and X10. And those are used for CAN in, CAN out, and power. So it loops into the CAN bus of the Gleaner and provides power to the display. Those connectors are located on the machine adapter. We just need to mate them up to the respective connectors. So we got X10, X11A with X11B on the machine adapter, and then finally final connection completes our CAN bus loop. Really nice convenient bar for mounting. Right now I believe they're installing a cab cam in this. I'm going to piggyback and just use the ram mount that's right here. Each kit includes a ram mount designed to mount to some kind of a bar or something. Now that we have everything connected inside the cab, we can go ahead and reconnect power. Back to the on position. Start up the machine. We're going to need to unfold the hopper for the next step of our install, which is mounting the receiver. Go ahead and open up the hopper. Once the hopper's extended, opened up, you'll notice that there's probably a factory receiver. Factory receiver is mounted by, looks like 4 Phillips screws, easy to get at. And then this harness will get removed. And our connection point for the Starfire will start at this round metal connector, go from here to the Starfire mounted on the same mounting plate. It's also magnetic. I'll attach the new Green Fit harness. For our install, I'm using just a basic magnet mount. We're just doing a little bit of test driving in the lot here. Typically we would maybe drill some holes and mount this new style shroud mounting bracket directly to this plate. Also to note, we want to make sure that when this hopper's folded up, there is clearance, something just to keep an eye on when you close the hopper for the first time, as well as we would button all this harness up so it fits tightly to the existing frame. Third party would be anything that Reichhardt would source as a controller. So in that case, this controller right here, the Green Fit guy. So we want to pick third party, checkbox. Now it detects a guidance system. On the Green Star display, you need to adjust a few settings. I'm going to go into the Green Fit menu again, go to the teach-in menu, hit letter A. The vehicle code is going to be steering mode 4, vehicle class 222, 0 and 0. Turn on the steering button, and hit the engage button. Engages and steers.